Alright, welcome back to another episode of Our Time. Man, it feels like it's been ages since we've done this, but that's technically because it has, due to the fact that we did two mature drawings, one that's hardcore variation, hardcore mature drawing, the Harley Quinn one. $10 on the subscribe, sorry, Patreon doesn't like not so safe for work shit anymore. Anyways, and the two thumbnails that I already showed in Game Crafters, but I guess I could show it here while I try to get the video going. So, if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like and subscribe for more. So, before we fully begin this shield, we made Season 5 Minecraft thumbnail, since that's coming back next week. Alright, that little cat right there. Or the cat just building. The iron golem just looking at the cat building. That's a general idea on what I have for the builds. Might not stay consistent, but we'll see. You know, it's just a thumbnail. It doesn't matter too much. And of course, look at Duke Nukem and the cat in Terraria Nukem Edition. And it even has the freaking old school Duke Nukem, the UI thing down there. Even though we never played that. I only played one particular old Duke Nukem game, but it definitely wasn't that. And then there was Duke Nukem Forever. So, yes, we got all that pretty much set up and raring to go. Now then, on to the shield drawing, shall we? Alright, so the shield drawing is going to be simplistic. I do not want it to take too long, because I want to try to get this done with at a relatively fast pace, while also trying not to, rush through it as quickly as humanly possible. I have an idea on how I want to do it. I want essentially a flame in the middle with like gold trimming. The flame's going to be kind of more bulbous-esque, like this, and it's going to be separated by, a couple of barriers. So for instance, this little flame right here is probably going to be yellow with orange surrounding most of the barrier. Followed by probably a red circle surrounding most of it. And notice how this is just going to combine here like so. Now that's that setup. So what I'm going to do is cut a circle in here, probably adjust this a bit, and boom. There we go. Maybe a little bit more, I don't know, like this. Less circle-esque, but at least try to get a spherical shape going. Like around here or something. And let's see. Probably a ruby gemstone. Probably. Whether or not I want it to look like that, though, it might be different. We'll see. It might just be a bit more smoother and not like cut. So there's that, and now we're going to make a roundabout here, which is basically going to be where gold trimming resides. That's master opacity. Also, I gotta be careful. Oh, we haven't had freaking end set up in the ages now. I'm gonna have to remember to remove that, or maybe try to figure out a way to end. Nah, I kind of want to keep Minecraft to end the same as it has been for the past 96 episodes, where we sleep at the bed and press the end key to end the video. It's always so nerve-wracking remembering whether or not I deactivated that or not. And this one might need... Well, it depends. I could still keep the shape a little bit more oblong. I don't want a perfect sphere. But anyways, yeah, we got a decent amount. Well, you probably won't see it until Game Crafters, but we got ourselves a PS5. And the most inconvenient place, but at least now the cat does not have any way of getting underneath there. And messing around with the wires, potentially turning the TV off, because she seems to always like going underneath the wires. She hasn't turned it off yet, but I don't know if she's going to. One day she's gonna go under there and somehow mess with something to where now I gotta like spend a minute trying to fix it while my shows are on, and I'm annoyed. Only once every freaking Saturday. And not even this Saturday or the last Saturday or this Saturday. Because it's marathons, thanks to everything ending on the marathon day. Even though I'm pretty sure it wouldn't really matter that much. Funny how we used to have like New Year's parties, but now we don't. Only Christmas parties. And I ate a lot that Christmas party. I had like probably a dozen deviled eggs, like a slab of ham with 3 biscuits, macaroni lasagna. Fresh this time, not like, me having to cook it in a pot because obviously, you couldn't really get like dinner leftovers when you're at work and coming home at 10 p.m. when everyone's asleep and dinners have been made. Whatnot. And we had like a bunch of cake. There was chocolate lasagna. Trying to sound like Coach over here. Nutter butter cheesecake pie or whatever. I think it was just regular old pie. And then, of course, we got our hands on some, cookies with like Hershey Kiss in the middle. Cookies with a Hershey Kiss in the middle. Yeah, I can't. Sometimes I get Coach's voice and sometimes I can't. And we had like a ton of pickles, sweet gherkins, because I don't care for regular pickles. Regular pickles suck. I tried it before. I don't like the taste. And a bunch of olives with a lot of Doritos, both nacho and ranch. A lot of crackers, cheese cubes. Filled up on appetizers, that's for certain. And we had a lot. And we even had a beer. Not really a drinker. I only really drink on occasions. I don't quite remember exactly what it was. I think it was like Angry Orchard, baked apple pie flavored. It didn't really taste like apple pie. The best way I could describe it was, quote unquote, spicy. Which is basically just, bubbly. Because of soda being bubbly. Because of the tinge in the back of your throat every time you drink straight up soda. Not Mepsi. Mepsi has a tinge, but it's not as, not as irritating as regular old Pepsi. Man, I don't think I'll talk about regular old Pepsi, man. It's got that tinge, man. But add milk, man, I don't think I'll talk about almost close to cream soda, man. Apparently they don't sell that much anymore. I don't know why they wouldn't sell cream soda. What's cream soda, man? It tastes good, man. Especially orange cream soda. I don't know why I'm going in Boomhauer Ellis talk over here, man, but I'm talking about some good old orange cream soda, which probably seems more redneck-like, which doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense at all, con. Ah, shit. I didn't want to delete that. I wanted to only delete these two and try to do this again. Part of me also feels like this probably needs to be a bit more downwards. I can't tell. But, yeah, we did eat a lot in Christmas party. Mostly just appetizers and dessert. And towards the end of the dessert, I was getting a bit full. Almost too full. But, yeah, that's what we did. Mm-hmm. Yep. Anyways, yeah, it's just, I can't believe that this week is pretty much, or this vacation, this 4 days is almost over. It feels like it goes by way too fast. I don't like that. Oh, let me see something for a second. Okay, I gotta try to pay attention to like the yellow lines around the edges on occasion, so I don't have to keep bringing that up. I mean, it's good to bring it up to see how long we've been working on it. Okay, maybe this one doesn't curve. Maybe this one just does a straight instance that's kind of open like this. Or something, I don't know. I'm trying to get this to be in a very particular position. Its oblong shape is making it a bit more challenging. I think that works. Anyways, yeah, this we got ourselves a few games on there. Also got all of our saved data. I forgot to put that away. That's fine. We also got our save data and whatnot, so I can go back to Dreams if I ever need to like look up certain shish, which is good to have. But we got God of War and God of War Ragnarok. You know, the newer ones. Which is good. It's good to have a game to play. It's a new game. I've already watched Jacksepticeye's playthrough of both games, because I didn't think I would ever get a chance to play either. Which I am technically right. I might have both games, but I don't have the time to do it. I still gotta work on Nova Guardians, which was supposed to get done with before Sunday, but now I've decided to move the date to Friday, because, you know, Minecraft and Terraria thumbnail took longer than I expected. I didn't get enough time to get a head start on Nova Guardians. Which now just sucks, because that means I don't have a whole lot of head starts left. Now that we're at this point. Once this drawing's done with, on what is essentially now a Monday. Well, technically a Tuesday, but still a Monday to me, because I'm not asleep yet. So essentially, I just need to get 2 drawings done with this year, and I have no head starts. Which is not good. It's not good at all. Oh wait, yeah, you were supposed to be coming off of that. Right, I remember now. It is not good at all. So when I'm done with this, I'm probably going to get the drawing set up for Nova Guardian set. And try to get some God of War in. And Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we're going to be working on Nova Guardians. I was lucky enough to avoid overtime, thankfully, hopefully, consistently throughout the rest of the frickin' day. Hopefully! I know it was supposed to be Wednesday and Thursday, but thanks to Hoost for taking it. And that's not his actual name, but, you know, it's good to have, like, an anonymity on the off chance I somehow become YouTube famous. Fat chance that's going to actually happen. My curse of obscurity would not allow it. If I somehow become YouTube famous, then that means that my curse is broken. And whatever the fuck entity decided to make it so I can never be happy is not going to like that. If that happens, expect the world to end, because apparently, it does just, whatever cursed me just does not want me to be happy. A lot of things are just broken. Thankfully, though, not thankfully, though, not too long ago, apparently the heat in my car stopped working. Who knows why? I don't frickin' know why. It was working just fine, I thought. Took a long time to get started, but it still worked. Now, apparently, it doesn't work. So, nope, the curse of breaking is still upon us, obviously. I mean, at the very least, DeviantArt is doing decent. It's not doing good enough. I mean, that recent drawing I did before this one, outside of Harley Quinn, of course, talking about, like, DeviantArt-based drawings, did really good. Which is surprising. It is, honestly, surprising. It's a Mocker Brain Horror mature drawing. Remember that one that I accidentally showed you most of it? The one with the long lady? Well, it's the sequel to that, but this time with a centipede lady. And I would show you it, but this is going to be like, nah, man, here's a down key. Or I could probably just like bring it up, go over to here momentarily, press down, which will bring me down here. But I don't know where to, like, what I could show you. I could show you most of the creature, but it's fine. If you want to see it, just go on my DeviantArt. If you have an account, well, I don't know, just make a throwaway account or something. Sure, why not? I don't know, probably. Sure, use it. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I guess it doesn't matter. If you don't want to see it, you don't want to see it. But it's doing decent, surprisingly. I am generally surprised. We are getting close to the end of Inuyasha Final Act. on episode 9 of it. Spoilers, we just passed the point where Kikyo finally died. It took ages, and it was still upsetting regardless. End of spoilers. So yeah, there's that. And, I'm not sure what order I plan on watching things in. I might want to... It's hard for me to figure it out. It's unlikely we're going to get Demon Slayers on Toonami anymore. I'm surprised we got My Hero Academia's 6th season. Attack on Titan is pretty much determined to be on Toonami first because of contract, unless the contract expired. No, it's a possibility. Oh, wait a second. I want to do something else with this one. I have 2 different colors here instead. I got like a quote-unquote list of short-term anime that I plan on watching once I finish up Inuyasha. I don't know if I plan on watching movies. If I do, it's got to be at a point where I have more than enough time and I have a head start on everything to where I can literally not have to worry about risking, not being able to get shit done with. We'll figure that out when the time comes, of course. But I got, obviously, Demon Slayer on my list, my mental list, technically. As, we ended off on Season 1, and more of the series is already... Actually, as a matter of fact, let me see how many episodes are out right now on Crunchyroll, assuming this is still going. Also, let me check to see if this... Nope, you still only have 2 seasons. Do you have the final act? You might. No, you don't. You don't have the final act. Why does Crunchyroll not have the entirety of this? I have no idea. Alright, whatever. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for Demon Slayer. I gotta see how many there is here. Is this it? Is there a dub? Yeah, there is. There is the English dub. It's only 2 seasons? And then there's the movie Train Arc, but where is this? Entertainment District. Wait, what? Oh, I see. The Train Arc is separated into episodes instead, which I don't know if... It depends, really, but we'll see. And there it is in Aegis. So there's only 2 seasons. And then, of course, there is Mob Psycho, which I don't even remember what episode we left off on there. Well, assuming that freaking Crunchyroll... Yeah, they have Season 2. And they have Season 3. Jesus Christ, that's a lot. Well, hold on. Did we do Season 2? I might just watch that from the beginning. Because I don't remember. And I feel like it'd be better. I don't recognize... Wait. Oh, wait, no, maybe we did get Season 2. I think it's just we haven't gotten Season 3. Yeah, still, I'll watch it all again, why not? Oh, Chainsaw Man, that's also another one we can watch. That's something that I might be interested in. I'm just trying to get a bunch of short-term animes in before we go over to the big One Piece. We're only watching that from start to where we last came from in, which is currently I guess technically currently, we started in the Fishman Island arc. Skipping the war. I've stated this before, we literally skipped a war. Why did we skip a war? Why? Why can't we just have things in order? Why do we have to start on Foxy Island and do that, and why do we have to freaking skip a war? So yeah, there's that, which apparently is on Hulu, so we'll go ahead and watch that after all. Unless Crunchyroll somehow manages to get the dubs. I don't know, I think there's Bleach and One Piece on Hulu. I mean, we also got Netflix, apparently, so it's not like I have, I don't have the ability to watch it. Despite all of that, maybe that's why we barely have any money. We got so many subscription services. I think we even have Disney Plus. I don't even know if they use that. I know they're using Netflix. And we got HBO, we got Hulu, we got Crunchyroll. I mean, it's good to have all these options, and we're still paying for cable. Okay, that would probably explain why we are sometimes having problems with money. But then again, that doesn't make any sense, because we are making $60 an hour combined. I don't get it, Cat. None of it makes sense. Alright, I didn't mean I'm talking about this shield here. The Cinder Aegis. Which is a shield. Right, Cat? The Cinder Aegis is a shield. And that's really all there is I can think of right now. I don't know. I'm not entirely too sure. I want to try to come up with a decent design here. But I'm not sure what kind of design I want to get. Maybe a big diamond or something? Yeah, I guess that works. And also One Punch Man. Assuming, I'm not going to look it up right now, but I have to imagine they have all of that dubbed. If not, maybe other services have it. I can't really say Funimation might have it, because I think they are now merged with Crunchyroll. They might be. Oh yeah, and guess what? I was looking up Jujutsu Kaisen on HBO Max. I already watched the entirety of the first season. Second season's not coming out until way late next year. But, it's gone. Despite the fact that it was apparently slated to release the second season, but that was apparently a lie. That was a lie. Then again, why am I surprised? Or should I say, why am I not surprised? I know why I'm not surprised. I know why I'm not surprised. Anyways, I can't wait for the Terraria series to start up. We're going to be doing expert mode. Because I feel like I like the dodge ability too much to just be like, alright, we're going to be going into classic mode. And we're doing expert mode. Make it so that we actually have to try. As well as build. Gives us a reason to build, arenas. Expert mode might not be as hard as master mode. I don't want you to go that far out. But it's still a challenge regardless. Master mode is a bit much. Pre-hard mode, it's fine. I feel like pre-hard mode is a good balance. But once you get into hard mode, I don't know, man. I just don't know. Even if I were to somehow farm up all the ingredients I need for potions and just did all of that constantly, it still wouldn't be enough. I feel like we would have to try several different types of class combinations and whatnot. I mean, that makes sense. It is supposed to be a difficult experience. It's not supposed to be easy. Also, I gotta check. I forgot to move my, Game Crafter episode, but it's fine. We got 75 gigabytes of space on C drive. Now that Sonic Frontiers is finished, I got rid of the file stuff. It's still in the cloud save, although it's unlikely that if we revisit that game, we're going to be doing it in hard mode. And for obvious reasons too, hard mode in the beginning. Because why not? I mean, it's another reason to, play a game we already bought and already did on the channel. And it's good to do revisits. Who knows? I might even have, a better computer so that we can run it better or something. I don't know. Alright, I gotta do something else here. I feel like the shield's gonna be more like greens mixed with reds and orange, because I like the idea of it being kind of a dragon-like shield. Well, you guys will know. You've seen the thumbnail. I don't know. Right now, current me is trying to debate what kind of colors I want to go for. I don't know what that's going to be, but it's probably going to be like a mixture of dark greens and light greens. I want to try to go a bit more in terms of detail here because the background isn't going to be anything special. It's literally just going to be darkness surrounded by a bunch of flames and embers. I don't need a power outage even though I'm on, a laptop. Although that would suck regardless because we obviously will have little to no battery space and we will probably run out of battery life quickly. I don't know. I hope OBS is running on admin mode. So it might be taking up a lot of resources. Who knows? Alright, that takes care of that. I got something else here that I want to do. And it's going to be diamond-shaped patterns. Well, shit. That's gonna suck. Anyways, yeah. It's still strange to me that Sonic Frontiers is over. And we still got episodes of Sonic Adventures 2 that we have to make too. 10 more to be precise. Because we only got up to 70 right now. Which is fine. Alright, this is going to be going in a very particular direction. I think that's going to be skewed, so that should be fine as well. The only thing I'm worried about is the more annoying to beat levels. Probably going to save the kart levels, the kart racing levels for a different time. Because obviously those just suck to do, and having to do actual full-on races and try not to screw up. Yeah, no, thank you. No, thank you. I would prefer to try to avoid that nonsense, if I can. Oh, wait, no. Perspective is what we want to do first. And rotation. Oh, wait a minute. Perspective there doesn't make sense. Well, the idea is to try to get this in a very particular position. I'm probably going to take all of these here and move them where they need to be moved. I just need you all to line up more properly. Seems good. Great, fantastic. Maybe I could do a sweet 180. Nah, not too much to an extent. Alright, another sweet 180. Even though it's not sweet, it's barely sweet at all. Alright, now I'm going to take all of these, because I'm going to need to take them. I doubt I can just combine this like this, but I'll try. I'll try. Dupe, 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 and combine. Holy shit, that actually worked. I didn't think that would work. The idea is for that to be burned, obviously. Well, cool, great. Now we just do the same on the other side, so I just gotta rotate this somehow in a very particular angle where it only grabs the sides that it needs to grab. Let's see, you're definitely not in a good spot, you're definitely not in a good spot. You could be a bit more inwards. Well, we could just try to move these individually instead. It doesn't matter if it's not exact. This is already like a whole lot in one spot. I think you might be good. You're not hitting anything vital. And then you could probably move a bit more in this direction. Alright, good, great, fantastic. I now just need... Nope. Where is it? Oh, for crying out loud, where is it? Is this it? No, that's the circle. I don't want the circle, I want the other thing. This thing? No. This thing? No. Where the fuck is it? Not that. Oh, it is the circle. What am I saying? But wait, if that's the circle, then that means this is going to look weird. Okay, and I guess that, that means we got to do this. Wait a second. Oh, wait, no, that had to be combined because of the circle in the way, right? How could I forget? Wait, is that combined? I don't freaking know. Well, I'll just get this going and have this combined in its circle soon enough. I should probably move this out of the way for the time being, but it's fine. Well, on the off chance that is screwed up, that should be an easy fix, right? All I gotta do is just take the circle in that instance and then change that. I think. And this is why you should do the patterns last. But it's fine, it's fine. Alright, everything here is set. Good. Now I just gotta grab all of these and careful not to hit the grid. Alright, awesome. That's everything. Good. Now take the circle. It's right here. Copy that. Do this. Oh god, where are you? There you are. And grab this. You bitch. It's fine, I can do this. Where is the best place for me to grab this? Not here. Maybe this thing. Looks like it. Alright, good. Great, fantastic. Now that we did that, all I gotta do is take this, move this into position as well. I think you're in position. Yeah. And grab every single one of you and combine. Good, great. This feels off for some reason now. Are you not in the circle? Tell me you're not in the circle. Motherfucking tell me you ain't in the circle. I can't tell this motherfucker's in the circle. You're not in the circle. You son of a bitch. It's fine. You will be in the circle. Whether you like it or not, you will be in the circle. Alright, there's that. Can I grab the other one? Tell me grab. Okay, good. Good, great, fantastic. Oh god, what did you select? What did you just select? Oh, you're out here. Okay, good. It's fine. And you... Alright, good. They're in the circle now. Awesome. Great. Oy. Is that all? Probably. I'll put this off to the side because we might use it again. Who knows? Alright. Good. Great. Let's increase the size of you a little bit. Rotate you a tiny bit. And that should be good. That should be good. Alright, first things first, the gemstone. This is a ruby. Inside of this flaming shield. Probably should be less bright. I could also have a garnet. Now I'll have a ruby instead. Alright, flame. Boom. A decent bright yellow, but not too vivid. That'll work. Flame. Now I need an orange. An orange-red flame here. More red. Less red, more orange. Okay, that works. Flame number 2. Ugh, my back. My god, we've been just working all this weekend on all the stuff. I mean, we did have like a little R&R on a Christmas party, so it wasn't like all the work. But there's still a lot that has to get done with. And flame number 3, even though that's not technically a flame. Alright, trimming. I try to figure out ways to name this so it's a bit more easier to discern where things are at. Kind of like the idea of that color. Let me save that color to the side real quick. I'm going to try to adjust it a tiny bit here. Alright, that will work. Okay, so trimming. There might be two different types of trimmings here. I'm not sure. Well, this one I know we can definitely have in this department. Maybe you can be this. Why didn't I combine these? These are going to be combined. They're all on like one layer anyway. These are one top side anyways, combined. There we go. Alright, fill in. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, good. Trimming number 2. Alright, next up. I guess I just need the base of the shield. Oops. If I remember correctly, a nice dark green here. Yeah. So base. There's a strange shield in the color that it possesses, but it's fine. Due to the flames, I kind of want to keep this consistent to... Where is it? It won't let me select it, and that's annoying. Did you select it? Alright, good, you selected it, finally. Okay, the last... Still green. Ah, that's good. Baits, number 2. Alright. So I think we probably want red here or orange here. Oh no, that's ruby red. This probably is the red we want. Whoops. Oh yeah, red there looks good. Orange there looks good, I guess. With yellow. Ah, shit. Hold on. Probably going to be in a very particular order. Maybe yellow here with orange here. This would be a pain in the ass shield to animate. It's a good thing it's just there. It's been probably easier to just make a 3D model. Who would have thought that 3D models would be a hell of a lot easier than animation? Because if you were to have to make a shield like this complex, you'd be better off just trying to animate or a 3D model it instead. Provided you know how to 3D model, of course. I want to learn at some point. But at the moment, we are focusing on other things. Why do you think the paint maze has no full-on actual models? Because it is meant to be a simple game that I had come up with long ago when I was young on Paint, MS Paint. And I feel like it's a good first step to get into learning how to utilize Unity. Don't you agree? Now we're getting used to the coding instance. It's tedious, I will say that. Oh wait, shit, you should be trimming. It is indeed tedious, going through the menu creating process. Can't wait for the zones and all the other stuff. Once I get the menus and the zones and all that stuff done, we just take like a moment off camera to optimize everything. I still need to work on the goddamn music for this freaking level, and I gotta get the zone music or the menu music made. God, I'm annoyed I haven't been able to get any time to do that. Ugh. Alright, I think that one's good. A nice, good, I don't know what kind of color trimming that is, but it's definitely nice. It's not like Chrome Wars where everything... Ah, shit, I forgot to combine this. It's fine, I'll just do this. It's not like Chrome Wars where everything, for some reason, tries to stick with the color scheme of the faction. You can have some greens in pyro if you have, like, dragon scales. Because not everything is color coordinated. Some of it is, like that red wyvern. But not all of it is. Alright, there we go. I go on ahead and save this, depending on if I ever use this again or not. Elementals reborn, equipment, EQ, nope, fuck, EQ, Cinder, Aegis. There we go. Alright, we're almost done. Believe it or not, after this part is finished, we'll be at the background, which is not going to be a big one. Oh wait, shit, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to go to the gem, you fool. Go to Ruby. I know, I guess because Ruby is not saying like 1B or something, it's making me think that's a folder. That might be the reason why I keep accidentally clicking stuff I don't mean to click. But then again, what if it's just like not a 1B and it's like, I don't know, like cover or Windows or something, and my brain is like, that's not what I wanted. Why did you click that? Happens more times than it should. It's annoying. It's really annoying. Alright, I'm going to try to get some dodges in here. Now, I realize that sometimes my particular art style seems so outlandish. I use the pen tool to draw the outlines, which is good to get, like, precise stuff going. Some people probably just use the tablet and, like, sketch with that and get the lines and whatnot there. But me, no, I take the extra mile. I've gotten to a point where I can get through a lot of this at a quicker session. I never really thought, and back in high school when we were like using Photoshop, I never really thought I would be using my knowledge of the pen tool to draw instead of like, oh, I don't know, the thing that I was taught to use it as, where I just basically try to like, outline stuff. Click, drag, click, drag, and whatnot. I'm not doing it now because I don't want to mess with anything here. But, it's versatility, folks. Use what you got in tool formation and you figure out how to do things your way. And that's how I came up with my style. Burn and dodge. The burn and dodge is useful for, like, the shading departments. And it was a bit shaky in the beginning. Learning how to use that. You've seen in, like, older drawings. And actually, I should probably go over to the artwork base anyways, because otherwise it's just going to be... you can notice it in stuff like this handsome Squidward drawing. See how hard that shading is there? And there was no shadow or effects here. Psychedelic background that I... Unfortunately, I'm going to be unable to acquire in this particular... It's like, I've forgotten previous skills that I've utilized. Like, I've refined it so much that, like, unique, like, psychedelic effects like that have become way more difficult for me to get made. Don't get me wrong, I can do it to some extent, but it doesn't look as vivid and as colorful as all that does. But we kind of, like, removed ourselves from the vividness and, like, started using dull colors more because it's more fitting for, like, most scenes. You don't need bright green grass, because there's no bright green grass. There is green grass that's light, but it's not, like, vivid. Not like 255 in the grass department. Plus, I think I was using highlights more than I was using midtones. Midtones are, like, where it's at for me. Midtones is, like, the perfect shading tool. Highlights is good to get, like, very good, like, bright stuff going. Shadows can be good for, like, if you're trying to get bloody walls and whatnot. I haven't really experimented too much with those outside of their current application. Which is fine. Like, for instance, this would probably be good to have for a nice outline surrounding the trim of this thing. I just switched over to highlight. You probably can't tell because I momentarily forgot the button. Don't worry, muscle memory will kick in. I did shift. That's what I did. I did shift. How the hell did my brain forget what button I pressed? But my hand was like, yep, nope, shift. That is indeed the shift key. Sometimes my brain and hand forgets, but my hand and brain will remember eventually. But I just forgot what key it was. Shift, right click gets you to shadows, midtones, and there's edit brush apparently. Which you don't need because you can just press freaking right click normally. Right click normally to edit brush. Control to like go to the layers. Shift to do that. Alt does nothing. It all basically just is ignored and it just does the usual right click instance. Hell, not too long ago, whoops, no, I'm still on trimmings. Not too long ago, I learned that if I have like the burn tool or dodge, if I plan on like going, I only stick to dodge and I use alt as the, I only stick to burn and I use the alt as the dodge, which is good enough. And I rarely ever go to dodge. I only need to go to dodge if I need to like outline something in dodge and not in burn, which is rare. It's rare because a lot of the times burn works in the outlines because it's essentially supposed to be like an indentation. I could probably do like, I mean, maybe something I can do. Yeah, sure, why not? I could try that. Hold on. That might be a good thing to try out. But yeah, I don't usually stick with dodge that much. I stick with burn and use alt whenever I need to access dodge. And so long as dodge is stuck with the same brush as this one, I don't have to worry about it like doing some random ass effects. I'm glad that dodge kind of like sticks to the same size that your brush is on burn, but for some reason it doesn't stick to the same brush. Like if I were to switch this to, okay, like say if I did this. Right now that's dodge. Now I'm back on burn. If I did this, where is it? Yeah, now all the circles all over the place. Which actually that does kind of look good. But if I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that with this. So I think I could still have, wrong one. I think I could still technically have this scatter. Yeah, it's scattered now. So if I did this now. Oh wait, no, it doesn't take the brush effects. It still keeps that going. Interesting. I guess I never really used that that much for the effects and whatnot. Never really had a reason to do so. No, I want trimming. It always never really worked well. Now it just takes the size of the brush. It doesn't really take the, the brush settings. It only takes the size. Like, if I were to bring this up to here and I did this, the whole thing gets it. Even that got it. Despite the fact that it's 100. Oop, no, not that one. Despite the, no, I said trimming, you fool. Despite the fact that it's 100. Oh, wait, shit. I don't want these to get the texture. Okay, alright, I see the issue now. I just remembered something. I don't want these to get the texture that this is going to get, so... I guess I could do this. Base 1C. And basically just take these. Doop and doop. And then we just do base 1D, assuming that we don't have a C and a D. Yeah, no, it's just trims there. And switch it over to this, and then we just do this and this. And now I just take the base 1, delete all of that, leave none standing. All right, good, great. Don't grab that. What did you grab? What are you grabbing right now? Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, let me find a different spot to grab this. But how are you getting in the way? Okay, good, there. Great, fantastic. Now I just gotta go over to base 1B, delete all of that, and then play frickin'... Oh, that was easy. Good, great. Why were you easy? You were easy first, and then you were hard. Now you were hard, and then you were easy. What gives? What is your problem? Whatever. It's fine. Now I'm going to go on ahead. Now look, here, 0, enter, enter. That is not the thing. I want to go to here. Now 0, enter, enter, enter. Good. Maybe 1 less enter, 2 less enters. That should be fine. And now I'm curious if I were to adjust this. Yeah, the size and the exposure are the ones that get changed, as well as the range. It's just the other settings don't, get changed along with it. So now we're using dodge. That kind of looks good. Well, hold on. I think I'm going to go back to 1 here for this one. And we're going to stick with 1 for here. And bring that back to 10. Bring this back to this. I think that changes, right? Like, okay, I am on here now. If I were to go to here. No. Go to 100. Huh, surprisingly, it doesn't take the exposure into consideration. Interesting. So it only takes the range and the other stuff, because if I just go to highlights, it does that. And if I go to midtones, it does that. So it is definitely different. I don't even know why I'm bothering looking at this. I kind of already had a vague idea that that's how that worked. It doesn't take exposure or range, it just takes the brush size. It doesn't take any of the effects, just the brush size. And whatever the effects that the burn tool possesses. Whenever you use the alt click. Click and drag to darken. Use shift, control, and what a control? Oh, control. Hey, what? Oh, control is just that. You're not actually, unless this does something. No, control didn't do anything. Or at least nothing that I didn't notice. Okay, there we go. We got a nice little texture going on here. I try to be a little less, full on shading in this department here. Oh wait, I forgot I should be doing it like this, not 1 by 1. Alright, and then that's going to have to change as well. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally went to base 1A, despite the fact that I'm already on base 1A. Now we go to base 1B. And then the other one. And now the last one. And now we go to base 1D, which will basically just be, bright-esque ring, while keeping this somewhat flame-like. And there is going to be a texture here, I just don't know what yet. We're finishing up the shading first. No, don't go there. Stay here. I wonder, I could probably do overlay, couldn't I? I mean, it's worth a shot. Let's get this done with first, the shading of this, and then we'll go and see what it looks like in overlay format. I love vivid lighting. A bit too bright. And overlay. Let's try other things. There's soft light, hard light, linear light, bright, and light. I'm not sure. Also, I'm still on hard light. Get out of there. I'm not sure. Let's continue. Let us continue before we do something stupid, which is always a possibility. Trying to avoid doing the stupid. We gotta save all of our stupids for Dukem. It's funny enough, but for Dukem to get the shotgun, he's gonna have to, we're gonna have to lose a lot of Duke duplicates. The storyline for this is that we got Duke duplicates. We got immortal cats in Minecraft ROTC Edition that essentially, runs to around the cats, cries, and then returns with all their shit scattered around in that one area. Our goal is to try not to let that happen. But Terraria is going to be different. No, Terraria's goal is basically just do the best we can. We're probably going to die a bunch, which is fine, because we need to get a graveyard going if we want to get, like, the best shotgun pre-hard mode. And also, we need to get corruption in our world, because I obviously went for Crimson, if you can see by the thumbnail. Of course I went for Crimson. Crimson kind of makes the most sense when you think about it. Because you got the Eye of Cthulhu as your first boss, and then there's the Brain of Cthulhu. The Eaters of World... whoops, you doing? You're not in. You ain't in, and that ain't good. That's the wrong button. The Eater of Worlds. Well, I wouldn't really say it makes sense. Oh, no. I wouldn't really say it makes sense that that would be the boss that you would fight. Considering the fact that it's a good boss you can fight. But also, at the same time, you get the Destroyer, which is the mechanical version of the boss. I guess, technically speaking... Yeah, it does, like, give you two different types of unique bosses you can fight. And I guess, technically, if you get Corrupt in your world after hard mode and figure out a good place to put that, then you could, theoretically, of course, get that going. But getting that going in hard mode... Especially since you gotta, like, kill several challenging corrupt enemies. Well, we will have the shotgun and probably the Onyx Blaster going into hard mode. Shotgun is easy, you just gotta purchase that from the arms dealer once hard mode starts, so I can get my weapons game on check. And yes, we are doing a gunner playthrough. The gunner playthrough consists of Duke using any gun he can get his hands on. A flare gun if he has to. I doubt we'll get the Red Rider. It would be nice. A first episode instance to get the Red Rider before, December ends. That would be nice. Unlikely, but nice. If not, we'll just either... I highly doubt we could just use flares. We'll probably just use archery until we can get our hands on the boomstick. Unless we want to, force ourselves to do the stupid goblin stuff. But the idea here is to get, like, a central area. So we need to get a compass first. Figure out where the center of the world is. Probably tear down our starter home. And find another place, forest-wise, to build the forest home. Maybe close to the central area, because that's going to basically be our giant boss arena. We're probably going to build, like, an Eternia arena somewhere near where we plan to have a Hollows biome. I also want to try to do a bit more building in this one. We're going to have to, like, collect a shit ton of materials and do a decent amount of planning. I already got some of my plans set for that. I would say the goal for the first season is to kill all of the pre-hard mode bosses, bar the Wall of Flesh, of course. Because we don't want to go into hard mode yet. And there's a reason why we don't want to go into hard mode. The corruption, or the crimson, it spreads everywhere. So we need to build a subway tunnel. At level 0, the central point between the surface and the underground. Build it thick, a long rail, so that we can minecart our way down if we so please. No mobs can spawn in it. Everything will probably be trapdoored, so that no mobs can fly through it unless they can fly through walls. But this way we don't have to... Well, it depends if we have a elevator, because we're going to definitely have multiple of those built surrounding a large majority of the settlements in this world. We're going to have 2 underground zones. One in the caverns, one in the mushroom area, where we are going to plan on having the truffle, clothier, and guide live. Because it's kind of perfect. Seems like the clothier really enjoys the truffle. Kind of pointless, though, because I don't think I'm going to be building with shrooms or doing anything with shrooms. And if I do need to do anything with shrooms, we could probably just put those two away from each other momentarily. And the guy is not really that important either, so... But, it means we'd have to go to the mushroom biome every time we wanted to, like, look at stuff. But yeah, we're gonna have, like, elevators surrounding that. We're gonna have, like, 5 technically 3, but like stone bricks or whatever material we decide to use as a separator. And probably more stone bricks to prevent the spread of corruption, crimson, and hollow if need beeth. We're going to plan for this. Going into freaking master mode without any planning whatsoever. I'm like, I knew I wasn't going to stick long with the world because, I read that hard mode and master mode just sucks. And it was like a good balance pre-hard mode. So I wasn't expecting to last very long in that world without having to bring Star in to, like, decontaminate most of it. Which is fine, because it's best to save all of that for the actual series at hand. We did a little prep work, and now we're done with that world. I mean, I still have it. Will I ever do anything else with it? Probably not. We'll see. Okay, I want this one to be different from what we have before. How long have we had this so far? Over an hour. Okay, not bad. I have like a couple of hours of God of War. But, yeah. Yeah, talking about some good old prep work for the soon-to-be series that will be on this channel. Which, honestly, I can't wait for. This Friday, after I get freaking Nova Guardians written up and then Minecraft recorded. I say that as if I am as if I'm what's the word? As if I dislike it, but no, I like it. Nova Guardian is just a ton of work to get done with, and I've been looking forward to get back into Minecraft ever since we put that on a hiatus. Get to build those buildings. That part's gonna be fun. It's not gonna be fun when we run out of materials, but hopefully we will be good on materials. Hopefully. But it is going to be fun building basic bitch buildings and then working buildings. We have a ton of buildings to work with. I don't know how many. I'm sure somebody probably counted how many buildings there are, how many building plots. Homes and workplaces included. Nobody's going to say it, of course, because we don't really have an audience yet. Which will probably take us like a decade, but that's fine. I'm here. Whether people like it or not, I'm here. You can't stop me. I will continue my creation bout. And Minecraft makes the most sense to have as a series on my channel because of my creations. Building and whatnot. It's a series it's going to stay for as long as time can stand. Or as long as I live. I have no clue how long that will be. None of us do. But, it's always good to plan for the future. Even if the future sure is uncertain, it's always good to give yourself something to look forward to. Even if it's cut short. Right, Cat? Cadillac? Well, you don't really know what you plan on doing in your future, Cat. Your entire future is just sleep, eat, and try to find ways to destroy something or make messes. Annoying, isn't it? I'm not sure of this as well. I might do a double texture on these. It might be brick-like textures I might have in mind for this. Maybe. I'm not sure. But yeah, 2 building series on a channel. I guess technically 4. Art times drawing. Game Crafter. Can you consider that building? I am technically building a game. Right now we're just in the massive amount of coding parts. Oh wait, no, this will work. We're in the massive coding part as we try to get the menu systems done with. The menu systems always are going to suck. Well, in this game especially, because there's a lot more to it than just a simple, hey, level, death, and it's something whatever. It's not like you know most indie games where it's like basic stuff. You got statistics, achievements, a lot of information on blocks and map stuff. Music library. I gotta make it 80. Well, not entirely 84, because 35 of them are gonna be like short versions of. Maybe not 35. 36, 37 of them are gonna be short versions. 4 are gonna be like environmental for this one particular secret area. 2, 4 are going to be like full on for that particular area. I guess 34, not 35. Well, I guess 30. No, there's no shorter version. So 34 of the short in that department. There's a lot. There's a lot to make music wise. I mean, it takes solace in the fact that the zones have the same music as the levels. It's just shorter, while the levels have all of the music in it. Probably lasts for like 2 to 3 minutes or so. And there's going to be a lot of soundtracks. And I'm just one person. I don't really have the money to spend to hire somebody to make the music for me. Plus, I do like the idea of just making the music myself. It means that the game is all me, minus the instrumentals. But the sound effects, well, most of the sound effects, some of them like the menu selection or menu back out stuff is using instrumentals from Spitfire Studio. Fire Labs, whatever it's called. But hey, I'm using their instruments to mesh together my own music. I still don't know the ethics behind that. It's for free, but do I have to pay a license to actually be able to make money off of the music? Do I tip them? Will they ever come to these videos and see, oh, they're using a Spitfire, or he's using Spitfire Studios? Well, they might think of they, depending if my beard is in or not. I won't kid myself. Or maybe, I don't know. You know, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Maybe some people probably think. Well, no, one person did. Actually, one person did think I was a girl. Because of the certain pictures that I had done a while ago. That's no longer there because of a big purge. But I do have at least a couple, I think. And a drawing variation. Because why not? I think that looked cool. Not really. Well, no, it was cool. Moon interacting with me. And it's only 130 or 142. Yeah, these doubled up look good. Also, I probably should put some cracks in here. Oof, having to switch these every single time. So yeah, I mean, I guess technically 2. But it was an old person who thought, well, because I was holding I think at the time I was wearing I had a goatee. You know, this here, but now I just decided to go full on shave mode. So yeah, I guess technically a couple. One is young, probably like 20 maybe. I'd have to take a wild guess. And the other one probably 80? I don't remember. It's been so long I can't recall who it was. Actually, they might be dead now. Why do I vaguely remember somebody... I'm not sure. I am uncertain. My memory is very much limited to certain faces. I don't even know who that person was. I just know that they were old. Whoops, that's not where I wanted to go. Well, anyways, that's aside from the point. What were we talking about before this? I can't remember, but it's fine. We got that shading and texture done with this for the most part. Now I gotta go and, I guess, get flames here. Alright, this part I'm uncertain on how it's gonna work. Darkness. Go to here and black. But it's not gonna be all black. We're gonna have some reds in here as well. Can you see that? Hopefully you can. What the hell? Oh yeah, because you can see some of that right there. Alright, switch over to this darkness, dark red, or maybe orange. I'm not sure. Or just getting like the basic set going before we fully get the fire and whatnot. Go back to dark and try to reduce some of this a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Maybe get like a nice yellow aura glowing surrounding this thing. Oh yeah! I can get rid of blink now. I'm going to get an aura in here. I'm going to use the current aura that we've got here. First, I want to use red. Maybe I could do 20 or something. And add like 150. A nice fire aura. That's going to be a mixture of this orange and yellow. Alright, now for orange. Now I'm going to figure out how I'm going to get yellow in without it going too far out. And yellow. It's like a nice little flaming aura surrounding this Cinder Aegis. I'm using the word Cinder, right? Well, let's see. I got Google. Cinder. A deadly plague? Ravages... Wait, what? No, that's a book. Cinder definition. Small piece of partly burned coal or wood that has stopped giving off flames, but still has combustible matter. Ah, okay. Well, it's a Cinder Aegis. It may not look like it, but it's fine. Alright, let's see. Fire. Alright, this one's easy. We just have little bits of flame pieces coming off to the edge here. Little bit of flame pieces coming off to the edge here. First, it's been a while since I've done a background like this, and you know what? I'm kind of inspired to try to do what I have done before in the past with these particular types of things. And try to break free from the mold that we had before. I might have orange be a bit more out there and open, most likely. I probably should have the fire underneath the aura. Alright, reduce the size. Get some of these in to get that nice, what do you call it, going. That one will probably be yellow, most likely. Probably want some red more up top, but yellow coming, or orange coming off the edge here. Yellow down here. Beautiful. Red coming off of here. Red coming off of here. And now we switch on over to yellow, go back to 250. The flames matching the shields. Quite nice, I must say. And now go back to 150. And maybe have this one be 10 instead of 20. It's like a vortex. And we'll get some orange in here as well to mask most of the yellow, so it's not just all yellow. Makes it look more fiery. Ooh, not too far in that direction. And I'll get some orange in here again. Alright, there's the fire. Now I wonder. No. But I probably could do this at 50. And beneath that, maybe I could fire Vivid, and I can do, whoops, this and try overlay. 50. Fire overlay. Without these two, well, you get this. It looks pretty plain, doesn't it? Without the fire overlay, it looks plain. Without the vivid lighting, it looks plain up top. Okay, good. Great. Oops, I didn't want to do that. I realized I wasn't fully in yet. I don't think we're done just yet. I'm gonna get some textures in here. It's funny because we don't really need to do shading too much. I mean, it might be good to want to do that regardless. I'm gonna get some textures on the fire itself, but I'll keep the overlay and the vivids the same as it needs to be, because it's good the way it looks right now. Keeping it at a relatively decent pace. Shading in this part so it stays dark somewhat. Go to highlight to get the flames, yellow and orange points stronger. And maybe, oh, hold on. What if I did vivid lighting? No. What if I did overlay? No. Okay, so what if I did aura with the overlay? Or the vivid lighting? Well, that could work. But do I want it up top or below? Or do I want it at 50? How about below? Alright, that works. It makes this look a bit brighter. We're going to have an aura glow too. Probably an orange aura glow on top of all of this. So aura glow, put this at overlay now. Overlay now. Don't know how this is going to work. I'm going to switch over to here temporarily. I don't know if I'm going to be using that again. Maybe not orange, maybe yellow. Oh yeah, yellow looks way better. Right? That makes that part a little bit more, what do you call it? I wonder if I should move this over a tad. Well, if I do, I need to do this. Yeah, but the problem is that's a small amount. No. Yeah, that should work. That took a while to get right. And then there. I don't even need the background layer. Why do I have the background layer here? Alright, I'm going to have embers. Probably not in the fire. Well, it depends. I'll probably have embers both in the fire and out of the fire. Reds and yellows with the overlay, okay, or the color dynamics, and then the opacity and flow jitter at max. And that's all at max too. Nice flame embers coming off of this here. Oh yeah, sometimes you don't even need a background. All you gotta do is get really cool looking effects going. Oh, maybe we don't even need it above it. It's so opaque, or it's so transparent, or it's slightly transparent down there that it's not that big of an issue. I might even have some of it here. Nah, let's at least leave some of the embers kind of free from this side, at least. Aside from that, we should get some ashes. I don't know how that's going to look. We're going to have ashes have to be at 30. Yeah, smaller. We don't need bigger ashes, we just need smaller ashes. You are not going to be able to see all the ashes in that department, which might make me want to try to give some more orange glow down here, possibly? Question mark? This is the darkness, right? Okay, let's see. Yeah, that does get a bit... Yeah, but I also like the darkness there. Let me go red. I don't know. Darkness there kind of looks good. Like, if I were to just... Well, let's see what this looks like. Yeah, that, like, covers most of it. And that's embers, you fool. Stop it. Yeah, I'd say we got a good thing going with what we have currently. Let's not mess with the darkness any further. Who knows what will happen if we continue to mess with the darkness. Now I gotta figure out what else I could possibly add here. I don't think I got anything in that department. Particles probably... I mean, we could probably add particles. If I just do red and... like brighter red and brighter yellow. I have color dynamics here. Let's see. No, not darkness. Particles. Let's see. We're not going to be able to see it too well here, but that's fine. Yeah, look at all those, I think. I can't tell if that's dust or not. No, it's there. Look at all those particles. All over the place. Alright. We're almost done. Now for the shadows. The background, I think, is pretty much done with. No shadows, you fool, not backgrounds. Also, I don't think we can even put shadows back. Well, we might be able to. But shadows on the flames doesn't really make much sense. Unless we wanted the flames to be slightly more... I don't know, what's the word? Redder? Darker red? It depends. Unless we want the light to come off of the shield. Which does kind of look cool, doesn't it? I just gotta figure out a good way to go about doing that. It means the light might have to be behind the shield. But maybe not. Or maybe... I don't know. Does it look like I know? I'm just, what's the word? Improvising. I want to see if I can even get shadows here. Actually, whoops. That might work. Obviously, we got to put it behind the aura so that doesn't affect it. I make it 50. Yeah, I make some of this darker, so the edges here are a bit darker. Even here to an extent. It's a strange bit of shadow, but it kind of makes sense due to the fact that we want to try to get more black and mixing in with the reds, oranges, and yellows, the darkness and the flames and whatnot. Okay, maybe not that much. I'll delete some of this side, but keep some of that here. Now I keep some of these relatively. I guess I could probably get one a bit more, so it looks like it's more inwards. All right. Okay. So that's the shadow. I mean, we could probably get at least a couple of fog in here. Why not? How long have we been at this so far? An hour and a half. Not bad. Alright, we already got this swatch saved. I'm going to switch back over to... I'm going to go to fog now. And we're going to see. We're going to see what colors we can use to make this look good. I kind of like the orange, though. Let me see if I can find something for the front force. It doesn't look too bad. And if we have the orange fog in the back... I say the only issue probably would be the darkness is being overthrown by the fog. So what I'm going to do is try to get rid of the fog around the darkness. But keep it on the flames and on the shield. There we go. Alright. Light rays. It's going to be probably surrounding the shield. Or maybe it'll be around it? I am not sure. Let's see. Yeah, well, let's not go too far out. Just a little bit of rays coming off the shield. I don't want to go, like, insane on the shields. What do you call it here? Just enough. Get a few long ones in. So we can ensure that this kind of, at least looks like there's more rays to it. Now this part I'm not sure. Light glow. Unless we want it to encompass the entire shield. I mean, yeah, kind of. That looks good. The shield glows nicely. If we were to just probably, I don't know, get a bit... No, less. A nice, like, glow surrounding the shield. And there's light particles. Which I have no idea how well this is going to look with all the other particles. But we just get particles all over the place, even above the flames. And the fog. Delete it surrounding the shield, obviously. And now for the light flares. Easy. Hopefully, yeah, you can definitely see some of the light flares. Alright, good. The light flares are at least visible. Somewhat visible. Not too visible, but somewhat visible. Alright, good. I don't think there's any shadow rays that can be made here, so let's just skip over to the effects. Or the areas. I guess a light orange would look good. This already looks good in of itself. Now, let's try to make sure that we don't go too hectic now, shall we? A nice light orange area covering most of it. And I think because of the darkness, a lot of this shouldn't be too overbearing. A pink area definitely would look good. Which shade of pink, you may ask? I guess the one that's not too bright. Get that around the shield. Get that around most of the flames to light the flames up a bit. And just so it's not all bright and cheery, I'm going to get some teal areas surrounding most of the flame. Try to keep the darkness a bit more noticeable. Maybe not that dark, but at least a teal effect. To lessen the orange colors surrounding the shield. Oh, guys, it's doing that loading thing again. Alright, so long as I'm not running low on RAM. I don't need to be running low on RAM. Alright, red areas. I don't know if I can get red areas in here, but I might. Oh yeah, let's get some red here so that the red in this department gets a bit more instated. There we go, some red surrounding here, some red surrounding here. We could probably get a yellow area in and surround it a little bit. Lighter yellow? Oh yeah, lighter yellow looks good. Especially around this part of the fire. Or you could put it even around the shield. Curve up most of the shield. And, I think that might be all of what we can do with this right now. Alright, so, I have something in mind for the sepia that might be completely different. I don't know if it's going to work, because there's already so much brightness here. And I want to try to clash the colors. Oh, that one actually looks pretty cool. I'll look around the purples and see which one we could go for. And that's the same one. That one's brighter. That also looks pretty cool. Maybe I'll save that one on the side. Just remember, it is that one and we want to select. Pink, magenta. But if we add any more reds, the reds are just going to get even more instated here. Oh, now that one looks good. The teal. I was trying to go for darker teal, but it turns out we would want to go for lighter teal. Alright, hold on. That one makes the darkness a bit more noticeable. Hard to tell. It's definitely a huge difference from this, because it definitely does look different. Oh, that one looks good. It's a slight change, but it's a change nonetheless. I think we might go for that one. Hold on. That's the one, right? Yeah, okay. Let me see. What was that again? This one. So this or this. This one keeps it in a relatively nice look. Now it gets that. I guess what I could do, I could dual it up. It keeps the flames inflamed, while keeping most of this tealed. The best of both worlds. Of course, we do want to try to keep some of this part tealed. Okay, alright. I think that might be all. Maybe? I don't know. We'll see. I don't recall doing much texture here, so I'm going to go to the fire and I'm going to see if I can put some texture in here. Yeah, because the fire doesn't look like it has as much texture as it probably could. Oh yeah, no, that texture is really... The texture was what's missing. I'm glad I went back to this. The overlay has the smoothness. I mean, we're on the fire. Well, the fire itself has the textures. Yeah, look at that. It definitely makes the fire look a lot more cooler looking. But we also should make sure that the, maybe not vivid, maybe go to mid-tone. The mid-tone and most of the colors here stay what they need to stay at. Well, it definitely does look nice and looks cleaner than older drawings in the past. And we got like darkness in the background. I could probably try to add like a fire glow before we like fully finish this off. Let me try that real quick. Fire glow. And an overlay at 100. Yeah, sure. And we don't go in the fire, we go around it. Well, it definitely does make that look not like a lot bigger, so that does look good. Stick around the... Yeah, that definitely does look nicer. What does Vivid look like? Wow, that's a lot. Vivid might actually look good. Hold on a second. Fire Vivid. If I, like, ease up on... Okay, first of all, let's get some Vivid in here. So I like the way that looks. Oh, yeah, no, that is good. I don't like the way that looks. What if I were to try to delete 50% of this side? Yeah, because this is the side that doesn't have a lot of fire, or the red here. This is darkness, of course. It makes sense. Try to delete some of this side, and try to... I do like the bits of fire there. The only way I can see this fully working without it being too overbearing is if I try to get... Oh god, no. Wait, what are you doing? Yeah, the flow being as high as it wasn't really doing good. But that looks good. A little bit of darkness, though, but I don't know, too much darkness is a bit much. I'm going to try to delete a little bit more of the vivid glows again, at like 50 or something. I did like the way that looked. Let me bring this to 20. I do want to keep a tiny bit of it. And I think that's it. I'm pretty sure that's it. I don't think I have anything else that I want to add. Considering the fact that this is... how long? Over an hour and a half. I'd say this is a good end point here. Alright, there we go, folks. So, there's the Cinder Aegis. With effects, without effects. Effects, without effects. A quick and easy one. So there we go, folks. Anyways, thank y'all for watching today's episode of Art Time. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe for more, check out that there playlist, and of course, previous episode of Art Time right over here, and the most recent episode of Sonic Adventures 2. Anyways, thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Later.